Hello students, in previous video I left in the middle of this theorem that is properties of maximal ideal. So let M be a proper ideal of commutative ring with unity, then capital M is maximal if and only R over M is field. So we make use of that field definition. So as well as that is the ideal definition and then commutative ring with the unity. So let us see the proof of this theorem is, since M is proper ideal of R, then obviously that M is proper set of this R. But M is not always equal to R there. Also, R is commutative ring with unity. Obviously, this R over M is also commutative ring with unity there. Now we need to take that every non-zero element has its multiplicative inverse. That we can take it here. Take a non-zero element, A plus M is a member of R over M. Then A is a member of R, but it is not a member of capital M. It is not a member of ideal group, proper ideal group. Because if A is an M, then A plus M is 0 there. M equal to M, A plus M equal to M, obviously it is 0 there of this R over M. That's why it is A does not belong to M there. Now we shall show that A plus M has its multiplicative inverse in R over M. Since M is a maximal ideal of R, so MA is R, where MA can be expressed as small m plus AR, where R is in R, this M is in proper ideals there. Since 1 is unit element of R, and then obviously it is unit element of this MA also there, because MA is R only. So that means 1 is equal to M plus AR, because since MA is 1 here, so that's why this MA is M plus AR. For some M is in proper ideals M and R is in R there. So then 1 minus AR, this implies if you take this side, this 1 minus AR is M plus M there. So obviously this small m is a member of capital M. So then what is this here? That means 1 minus AR, so plus M, that is capital M that. So obviously this 1 plus M is equal to AR plus M there. So that means 1 plus M, this means multiplicative of that A plus M into R plus M there. So then it has its multiplicative identity, means what it is 1 plus M is, since 1 plus M is the multiplicative identity of R over M, thus R plus M is the multiplicative inverse of A plus M here. So since each non-zero element, that is A plus M, is a member of R over M as its multiplicative inverse of R over M there. Thus, R over M is a field that. So that we have arrived at a definition of a field there. So now we shall see the converse part of this one. So suppose R over M is a field. We have to show that M is a maximal ideal of R there. Suppose M is not a maximal ideal of R, then there is an ideal of R such that this M is in ideal, that I is in R. So then definitely that is the M is proper subset of ideal, and I is also, it is a main part of ring there. And also, but here M is not always equal to ideal there. Maximal ideal is not equal to ideal there. So only that is a part of that one. Since M is properly contained in I, so properly contained in I, so there is at least one element A belongs to I means what, at least one element which is the member of ideals, such that A does not belongs to the maximal ideal there. Means what, that is a maximal ideal. So since it is see that A plus M is not equal to capital M, that means A plus M is non-zero element of R over M. Since R over M is a field, so each non-zero element of R over M has its multiplicative inverse in R over M. But so now we shall see that B plus M, let us take a B plus M, is a member of R over M, is the multiplicative inverse of A plus M there. Now we shall see that take a B does not belongs to maximal ideal, and but B is in R only. Therefore, it is a multiplicative A plus M into B plus M is equal to 1 plus M there. So AB plus M, it is simplification of this, AB plus M equal to 1 plus M there. So by taking this AB this side, it means this AB is this right hand side, this becomes minus AB plus 1 plus M, and that equal to M only. So that obviously this minus AB plus 1 is also member of maximal there. So minus M, it is member of this capital M, obviously, because since M is properly contained in I there. So then this minus AB plus 1 is also member of I there. So then since A is in I and B is in R, obviously that is second properties of ideals there. So that AB is in I there. That minus inverse of this also, since I is an ideal, so then obviously minus AB is also member of I there. So that means this minus AB plus 1 is also member of I, because since 1 is in R also there. So then definitely this 1 is in I also there. As we know that if I is an ideal of ring R and 1 is in I, then I equal to R itself. Then I equal to R itself. Hence, M is properly contained in ideals that contained in R also. So then, this implies M is not equal to ideal there. But I equal to R definitely that. Means what? Ideal is always a ring. Ring itself is an ideal. That's why M is a maximal ideal of R there. That is what we have seen there. And then we shall see the quotient ring definition there. Just we shall discuss the definition of quotient ring. And in the next video we shall see the properties of quotient ring. So let I be an ideal of a ring R. Define a relation congruence modulo I on R by A congruence B module I if and only if this closure property holds good in I, means A minus B is member of ideals, where A and B are members of ring. So it means A is congruent to B modulo I there. So which is what it is the definition. Once again we shall see that let I be an ideal of a ring R. If you define a relation congruence modulo I on R by A congruence B there, means what? A minus B. That A congruence B of modulo I if and only if this holds good, that's A minus B is member of I, where A and B are, that is the rings there. It is the member of rings there. So it means A congruence to B modulo I there. So another definition of this here, quotients of an ideal there. So that let R be a ring and I be an ideal, the set A plus I, where A is in R, is called the set this A plus I where A is in R is called coset of I in R with respect to an element A, where A is a member of R. So A plus I is called residue class modulo I corresponding to element A there. So corresponding to element A itself. Thank you.